day, Dawns ARKS. Welcome everyone to your Phantasy Star podcast recorded live on February 28th, 2023. I am one of your hosts, PrinceBrightstar, and with me is Rooks. Go ahead and say hello. So, we've got another NGS headline here today. In addition, we've got a little bit of news from Clementine and Affinia. We've also received a little bit of news last night regarding how we might be able to get a little bit of HAL Final a little bit easier, potentially, as well as a little bit of a survey that's come out for anybody that watched the Sympathy 2023, and as well as just a quick reminder about the NGS screenshot contest that's going on. That we'll be covering a little bit later in the show. That's true. Yeah, definitely. We were hoping to have Xance with us this time, but unfortunately we don't know quite what happened to him today, so it's just going to be the two of us here today. But yeah, NGS headline is supposed to be going live in just a minute here, so we'll see what they've got in store for us. Apparently they're going to be talking about the new class today, or at least that's what the show description is talking about here. At least that's supposed to be coming in April, so that's at least something to get hyped about here. Really, I must be behind. Oh, here it goes. Oh no, there's no audio for me here. Hang on. Yeah, I can't hear. It's coming in for me, but it's not coming across to you guys. All right. Stand by, everyone. I think I know what's going on.
You can go ahead and tweet any requests or questions you have now to hashtag NGS
There we go. I
headline.
think it should be coming
We'll be
across to you
sharing
guys
everyone's
now.
questions about the creative space in our operations report, so be sure to check that out.
Let me know if it is, please.
Once again, this program is to inform players about the present and future of
Sorry
Sega's
about that.
online RPG, PSO2 New Genesis, or NGS for short. With info
Since I did that
on current
reinstall,
operations,
things have been
future
weird
updates,
with
campaigns and more.
trying to get audio through here.
This is a pre-recorded broadcast. If you would like to watch it in Japanese, you can check it out on the Japanese NGS YouTube channel. Without further ado, let's move on to the updates you've all been waiting for.
NGS Hot Information.
First off, I'd like to share some info on the March updates. Let's start with a video.
Alright, so we're expecting Trinitas Rank 2, as well as a seasonal update. Let's see if that's what's actually happening there. Oh wait, they're not able to hear you either, Rooks. Hang on. What's going on here? Try talking now, Rooks. in the world is going on here? This doesn't make any sense. I can hear you, but it's like OBS can't hear anything that's going on my computer. Alright, hang on. There's something inside OBS? Audio? That's what's going on. Hang on, I think I just got it. Stand by, everyone.
They bring back a whole bunch of old...
I'm shifting a bunch of stuff around. Hang on, everyone. That's there. Okay. Yeah, try talking, Rooks.
Okay, am I here?
There we go. That was weird. Somehow, the audio driver had completely disconnected from OBS. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
I don't know.
Anyway, alright, so we're gonna come back to this segment after... I guess we'll catch up with the when they do the still images here. Technical issues. What can I say? Anyway, AC outfits here.
Very dramatic hats, sorry.
Oh, now that's an interesting dash and glide there.
Someone's going to be cosplaying Dracula now.
Yep. And the Wakers are going to be happy with that one there. The, with the wolf in.
What did you think? Let me walk you through the updates with some slides.
Yeah, please.
Let's start
I
with
missed
this.
a good portion of that trying to fix this.
From March 1st, giant mutant enemies will spawn in different exploration sectors. The Garango Geo will now spawn in North Alio and South Kavaris, and the Wallon Geo will spawn in Central Retum and the Dracen plant. Tracking down giant mutants is the perfect excuse to rediscover these exploration sectors. The drop rewards for giant mutants will remain unchanged. Next up, Rank 2 will be added to the Retum region's Trinitas, Geometric Labyrinth, featuring enemies from Kavaris and Stia. There will be only 3 floors in total, allowing for a shorter playtime than Rank 1.
Thank you.
Awaiting you in the final area is a new, never-before-seen enemy, Ikusa Engoku, which unleashes clone attacks to confuse players and increases in size to launch a devastating attack. Dodge with precise timing to defeat these tricky tactics. In addition, we'll be holding ARKS records to coincide with the new edition of Geometric Labyrinth Rank 2. This time they will be solo and by class. While you're taking on the just-released Rank 2, you can also try your hand at the ARKS records. Though it wasn't shown in the video, we've got 2 different Revival AC scratch tickets coming your way on March 1st. Rewind Collection 10 is a selection of scratch ticket items with NGS specs that came out in March last year, with a focus on items that haven't been re-released yet. The scratch count bonus includes returning items like the motion change item Motion Dash Wing Spread. ARKs who already have this motion change can recycle it into consumables at Item Recycle. Early Spring Memories will bring back PSO2 spec suits, maid uniforms, and other outfits, as well as Spring Fresh fashion items. This one is sure to put a spring in your step. The limited time event Spring 2023 starts on March 8th. Central City and Region Mags will be blooming with springtime decor. And throughout Halpha, trees will turn cherry blossom colors, and cherry blossom-like mischief symbols will appear. Continuing the tradition from last year, Hululu Rappy will also make an appearance, adorned in colorful flowers. See if you can track down these lively Rappies. And this time around, we've also got the Hululu Emperor Rappy sashaying onto the scene. Plus, we've got new 8-star rarity weapons, the Trunkle series, available as a drop from seasonal enemies, and at the exchange shop,
look like
which we'll show later.
Zeke's weapon.
These weapons increase damage resistance with
Kinda,
every
yeah.
critical attack. And they have
And I need more
event-specific
Emperor Rappies
augments,
for the title, so I'll definitely be
making them
chasing
even more
after that.
powerful against seasonal enemies during the event. Depending on the situation, they can outperform other 8-star weapons. The Spring Breeze title and the weapon The Spring Breeze title and the weapon camo Trunkle Almaty can also be yours if you manage to collect 300,000 seasonal points. And be sure to check out the co-op trials with special characters happening during the event.
Oh, they're going to be bringing in that Rappy fanatic.
Shiandi will be the event navigator this time. There's been a spike in enemy encounters across Halpha, and Shiandi has been asked to look into it. Plus, at Shiandi's seasonal points exchange shop, in addition to the new 8-star rarity Trunkle weapons series introduced earlier, you can also exchange for the Gradient Heart Glasses accessory, the Motion Change Motion Idol Rappy Plush B in different colors, as well as the Mastery 4 and Gigas 4 series augment capsules, and more. During the event, you can snag the limited time Spring 2023 special scratch ticket. Collect these special scratch tickets to obtain new weapon camo, like the new Evacalypse Almaty CV, as well as items released in the past that are now hard to find. Some of the items you can get with this special scratch ticket will be added to the regular special scratch ticket prizes at a later date after the event period ends. However, they'll be harder to obtain, so if there's a particular item you have your eye on, be sure to grab it during the event. These scratch tickets will be available in certain tasks, at the Seasonal Points Exchange Shop, and in the limited time quests I'll introduce next. A limited time quest, Drill Unidentified Region A16, will be available in conjunction with the event. You'll be able to take on this quest from the quest counter, and like the previously released Drill Crisp Autumn Aleo Defense, it is a quest where you suppress large hordes of enemies to get quest points. Furthermore,
Hope
you
it's
will
not
also
competition.
earn seasonal points based on how you've placed in the total rankings for quest points at
Oh,
the
for
end of the
crying out
quest.
loud.
Golden and silver rare enemies, Rappies,
Didn't they learn
equalizing
from last time?
and Hovax will be
Apparently
worth more
not.
quest points when defeated. And you'll earn quest points based on the amount of damage you inflict on boss enemies. So prioritize defeating them to earn those points. Also, please note that falling out of bounds will result in a time penalty. In addition, Hovax become allies when they are defeated, so it is advantageous to defeat them quickly and add them to your forces. The mobile cannons can be used once during the quest, and blast design will appear repeatedly over time, so making good use of them is the key to victory. When you complete the quest, 8-star Rarity Trunkle Series weapons and Spring 2023 SP scratch tickets will drop along with seasonal points. Also, the higher the quest rank, the more likely scratch tickets are to drop, so increase your battle power and give it a try. We're also adding a new field race course, Mediola Outer Area 2 board, Stage 1. It's a thrilling course that runs through the dangerous Mediola Outer Area. Next, let's talk about the new AC scratch ticket, Mystic Explorer. In addition to collector-inspired clothing, Japanese-style wear with samurai motifs, and sci-fi sorcerer-style garments, you'll also be able to grab Motion Glide Bat, which won in the motion change category of the NGS video contest. For the scratch count bonus, look out for different versions of the Bat motion change item and other items included in the scratch ticket prizes. Now, we have a video of what's coming from mid-March onward.
Alright, let's see what we got for this.
Oh, refined form revival. I was wondering why I recognized those designs.
Yeah, that looked like Hitsugi's outfit there for a moment there. And here's the second part of the limited time event. I saw some Blizzardium there for a second.
Makes you wonder what you need them for.
Maybe crafting more Kavar Dharmana. But it looks like they're doing a second one of those stages here.
Wolf might end up using that outfit for Kitty.
Maybe. Is that a Chaos Emerald?
I was thinking the exact same thing.
And there's the last one for the Waker.
What did you think?
Got the
Let me
feeling the
walk you
person who
through
made
the
that video
updates
was
with
practicing some
slides.
new techniques.
Could be, yeah.
Starting March 15th, outfits and cast parts arranged into NGS specs, as well as hairstyles, accessories, and more, will be coming back in the Revival SG Scratch Ticket Refined Form Revival. So take this chance to see what's on offer. Please note that there will be no once-a-day free version of this Revival SG scratch ticket. What's more, Mission Pass NGS Season 18 features accessories based on PSO2 units Lux Ende and Lux Nero, plus Magform Owl Machina, which changes your mag's appearance into that of a mechanical owl. We'll also be holding ARKS records from March 15th to March 22nd. This time, you'll be able to take on the challenge in 3 different courses during this period. West Elio Dash Stage 1, North Retum Board Stage 1, and Mediola Outer Area 2 Board Stage 1. Try again and again to improve your times and get to the top. The second half of the Spring 2023 event will begin on March 22nd. Shandy has added some new items to her seasonal points exchange shop, such as the Rappy Pouch accessory, the Motion Glide R Mag Minimo B motion change, and the Spring 2023 SP scratch tickets, which can be redeemed for additional items. So collect lots of seasonal points and grab that loot. Next, in place of the limited time quests of the first half of the event, the second half will feature the quest Drill Unidentified Region X1024. This is another quest in which contestants compete for the most total quest points by defeating enemies that appear one after another. The terrain and the enemies that appear are different from those in the first half of the event's quests, so you'll need to take a different approach. The stable terrain means there is little
this is a
danger of
reference
falling,
to
but the
Chapter
blast
5
design
of
will
the
appear
story coming
around the
up here.
perimeter over time. So it is important to balance your
Possibly.
positioning.
I guess we'll have to see
Also,
on that one.
As before, mobile cannons
Although
can be
at the
used
same
only
time,
once during the quest.
like in the
So
last
utilize
one, we
them
were
at the
able to
right
see the
time
ground
and
there.
aim to snatch up a large number of quest points.
Yeah.
The quest rewards will likewise drop seasonal points. 8-star rarity.
It's kind of like they're just putting these things up in the sky for some reason.
Scratch tickets. So raise your battle power and take on the challenge.
Well, you know what's already up in the sky as
I
well,
would like to
though.
introduce
True.
the new AC scratch ticket, Vigilant Recruit. It'll include uniforms inspired by tactical fashion, simple dresses
Tactical
with a sci-fi
miniskirts.
taste, Motion Dash Air Fighter, which won in the motion change category of the NGS video contest, and more. The scratch count bonus will feature alternative versions of the motion change items included in
Kinda
the
calm.
scratch ticket prizes, such as Air Fighter, so keep an eye out for those as well. Then, on March 22nd, a new course, Halfia Lake Board Stage 1, will be added to the field races. It is a beautiful course around Halfia Lake, and we encourage you to try it out. Finally, starting March 29th, Geometric Labyrinth Rank 2 will again be featured in the ARKS records. As with March 8th, this event will again be held for both solo and by class. Get your gear in gear and set up your own personal loadout for those higher ranks. That is all for the March update information. Next, let's watch a preview of the new class scheduled to release in an April update.
Alright, let's see if this is more luster-like or if it's more just regular gun slash-like.
Design is looking like, kind of like, they named the Slayer.
Slayer, okay.
Maybe a toned down luster?
Yeah, kind of seems that way. That feels a bit Aegis-like. Like we're kind of creating our own little subspace bubble there.
Thinking that they copy data from Aegis' fight?
Maybe.
What did you think? The new Slayer class will be released in mid-April. We'll talk more about it in the next headline, so please look forward to it. That is all for the update information I have for today. Moving on to the next segment.
NGS Operation Report.
For this segment, the NGS Operation Report, I, Hiro Arai, select questions and comments from players to bring to the development and live operations teams, and I bring you their answers. Here's the first one. When taking a screenshot, the character fades out if you move the camera closer to the character and try to get a close-up. Can you make it so we can take close-ups? Here is our team's response. In response to your request, we will make adjustments in a future update to allow you to get closer to the character when zooming in with the fixed camera. This will allow for close-ups without
I
causing
think there's
fade-out.
2 reasons they initially did that.
Right.
was their answer.
I can
Let's
guess
move on to the
why.
next question. During mini-episodes, the button to skip dialogue does not skip the voice being played. Can you do something about this? Here is our team's response. We plan to improve event scenes so that the voice playback will also be skipped when dialogue is skipped by the player.
Yeah, right now it's like there's nothing being skipped.
Please note that the specifications for event scenes in which dialogue proceeds automatically will remain the same. That was their answer. Let's move on to the next question. Will a premium set be required to use the creative space?
Good question.
Here is our team's response. Everyone will be able to use one free creative space per account, per ship. Premium set users will have access to one additional space. Each space will be the same size and have the same functions available. That was their answer. Let's move on to the next question. I would like to be able to repeatedly generate add-on skills. Here is our team's response. We plan on improving this in a future update. After add-on skills generation, a confirmation screen with the same conditions will be displayed, making it easier to generate add-on skills in succession. That was their answer. Let's move on to the next question. Can you make photo rooms usable in cities and camps? Here is our team's response. In response to your request, we are planning to expand functionality to allow the creation of photo rooms in cities and camps in a
I
future
wonder why they
update.
didn't do that initially.
I don't know,
That
but
was their
that'll be
answer.
useful for players that, like me,
That's
that
all
just
for
want a
our
quiet
Q&A
environment.
today. Moving forward, I will continue to select and bring your questions and feedback to the development and operations teams and share their answers with you. Please also let us know your thoughts about this show and the game with the hashtag NGS Headline on Twitter and other platforms. Moving on to the next segment.
NGS Satellite Information.
Now let's move on from updates and talk about some other NGS-related info. I'm sure it'll get you even more excited for the game. Let's get started. Here are the campaigns we'll be running in March. On March 1st, we'll launch a campaign for the Slayer class that we announced today. During the campaign period, We'll be releasing some limited time tasks that can net you up to 20 Slayer Operation prep tickets. These prep tickets can be exchanged for gunblade weapons and weapon camo that can be used by Slayers after the class is released. So be sure to
This
grab
class
as
had
many
better not
as
end
you
up being
can.
a Scion class.
Also, starting March 1st,
We'll see.
we'll be running a boost event that will increase the enhancement success rate and augmentation success rate for all weapons and armor. If you're looking to tackle higher difficulty content, take advantage of this opportunity to enhance your equipment. Starting March 8th, we'll hold a campaign to celebrate the 3rd anniversary of PSO2 Global. During the campaign period, you'll be pampered with luxurious items when logging into the game, and we'll also treat you to the popular Use the Salon to Your Heart's Content campaign, and other exciting campaigns. Starting March 15th, a boost campaign for limited time quests is heading your way. Seasonal weapons are easier to get your hands on during this period, and are also more likely to come with preset skills. So scoop them up like ice cream. That's all for this episode of NGS Headline. Please share your thoughts and feedback on this program and the game using the hashtag NGS Headline. Together, we can make NGS an even more fantastic game. As a representative of the users, I, Hiro Arai, will continue to work with the development team to make NGS a more enjoyable game for everyone, and I look forward to your continued support. The next episode of NGS Headline will be on Tuesday, March 28th. We'll be focusing mainly on the April updates. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Now then, ARKS, I'll see you at the next NGS Headline.
Thanks for watching here on Tuesday night. I'll see you on next NGS Headline. Bye-bye.
Alrighty. Cool. Let me pull us back to the main window here. All right. With that, just a quick little announcement I want to make here before we continue on here. A little programming update for the channel here. There is going to be this weekend on Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. There is going to be a State of the Story that we're going to be having with various personalities from throughout the community, including some of the personalities here on YouTube. So just wanted to make an announcement about that. There's going to be a video for that. We've got a 4-hour block set up for that. So look forward to that. I'll have that set up later today in terms of when that's going to be going live. So yeah, just wanted to make an announcement about that. Looks, your thoughts on this headline here?
Honestly, it was kind of sparse. I was really hoping for more information about the upcoming story, and also more details about what Ultra Evolution would cover. But I guess they can't all be winners.
Yeah. Typically, the when it comes to the seasonal event month, they usually are pretty sparse. No question about that. Yeah, no question about it. Yeah.
Sans, what are you doing in there and not in here?
Yeah. What happened, Sans? I tried messaging you several times. Oh boy. Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, at least we did get some news about the new class, and Yeah, it definitely does feel like it's like a sort of like a weaker luster. That's for certain. It doesn't have like the same quickness, the same speed that luster does. It definitely doesn't feel like it's working off of. It feels like it's almost as if I had to describe it, it's like the voltage is missing from it.
If there is one person I know who is going to be happy about it, though, it's definitely going to be Wolf. Even the costumes kind of fit his aesthetic.
True, and I did kind of like the design of the cast that they had for that there in the artwork.
Yeah, it might be the last base class. I don't know what they could do. I don't see them actually making anything else new, unless they wanted to start bringing back weapons from the older games. But then again, they have a lot of stuff covered already.
Well, I mean, there's still what the axe, the slicer, other weapons that they could bring back, of course.
Well, slicer is kind of covered by the talus when it's used in a certain way. We could just still, that would be the most unique. The big thing, I think, like the axe, they basically they would just have to reskin the sword reskin the sword to do that. I mean, pretty much Garura's main weapon was one.
True. I guess maybe give it its own sort of unique photon arts and maybe not make it hit so many targets, I guess, is... Well, then again, then it just becomes a wand, doesn't it? What about the photon whip then?
I barely played much around with it, but that would actually, if I recall, one of the key things was that it could actually inflict status effects much easier than other weapons, right?
It's been a while, but I think you're right on that one.
It could work but at the same time, Wired Lance operates a lot like that already, except without the additional status effects.
Yeah. Yeah, so then the only other thing that we're really kind of... Well, no, even things like traps to a degree we have through the Ranger, through the fact that they can throw grenades and such.
It's definitely not as fleshed out, though.
Right. Yeah, I guess that's kind of what it is. It's like, everything's sort of like homogenized from what we kind of had in Phantasy Star universe, where you had a bunch of different photon arts, and now it's sort of like all been kind of squished together a bit from that, I guess, is sort of what I'm saying.
I guess it's just easier to build around that way.
Yeah.
Don't end up with any mistakes like Jabroken.
Even like holding like the twin sabers. You've got Bouncer for that. The only other thing would be like the RCMS, but really you've got that through like the Hobaks and such. Although granted, you can't actually equip those as weapons. That's the only thing about those. So we would need something pretty unique to actually come to the series. So it would have to be like a brand new idea. Something we really haven't seen before. Yeah, claws would be great. I've already got claws.
Well, they always would say, point to the knuckles and say, there's your claws, unfortunately.
True.
So, shall we move on?
Yeah, let's go ahead and move on to what we got next here. So, up next, so we do have, Sega put out a survey for those that have, that did see the Sympathy 2023 show. So if you saw that, there is a link for you to click here. So just go ahead and give that a click, and go ahead and take the survey.
What was your feelings about it?
So I thought it was a pretty good show overall. I didn't really have too many complaints about the show. I thought that maybe there could have been a little bit better miking in certain spots, but overall, it was a good show. The only thing that kind of surprised me was the fact that they didn't include the song Dark to Light at any point during the show, and that was the duet that plays when you're facing off against Saddam.
As I said, there may be a reason for that. It's a dumb reason, but it's one of those phrases that can actually trigger YouTube. So I'm even trying to be careful about mentioning that phrase.
Gotcha. Moving on from that, we also still have the special edition screenshot submission campaign going on, and that's likely why they switched up where those mutants are showing up here. So if you haven't gotten your submission in, go ahead and make sure you get that in so that you have a chance of getting the reward here of the 1,000 Star Gem reward, going out to 40 lucky winners, as well as the on top of that, you also get 3 N color change passes as well.
So that's basically the cost of embarrassing your character with a mask or having a Garango sitting on their head.
Yep. And then tweeted out last night, they made mention that following the weekly maintenance on March the 7th, you're going to be able to exchange 10 ARKS record badges for an Aegis Integra weapon. So, you'll be able...
a fragment.
Say again?
I thought it was a fragment, not Aegis Integra weapon itself.
It says weapon here.
Which means to pull off the main page. Hang on.
So, conflicting information here then.
Well, the screenshot shows something else.
Let's see. You're right. Okay, so then the tweet is wrong. Okay, then, yeah. So then, if you've got 50 ARKS record badges, which really everybody should have gotten because of the glitch that, or rather the one that got canceled a while back, you'll be able to get yourself, you'll be able to get yourself, your Neos weapon, if you still haven't been able to luck into one of those. So there you go.
Or at least finish another HAL final.
Yep. Brooks, why is your name not showing up here? Hang on.
Wait, what's going on now?
Oh my goodness, what is going on with this show? Alright, moving on from New Genesis here, we've also got updates from Clementine. So, starting on February 12th, they added in the Valentine's event, the Arms Carnival, So, Clementine's 2023 Valentine event, the Arms Carnival, kicked off. Players were able to head to the Communion of Girls Pavilion of Air Temple in Otoku City. At the start of the event, players were able to head to their room and receive a manufacturer token from the Visiphone. That token could be used to choose one of the 4 weapons at the manufacturer exchange. They could get the Kubara Dagger, the GRM Sabers, the Yome Wand, and the Tenora Shotgun. And then players were able to upgrade these weapons by finding the M Upgrader plus 1 to 5 in the event quest Arc to the Future that was available during the quest period. And that weapon could be upgraded at the manufacturer exchange. In Arc to the Future, players would be able to find exclusive Valentine-themed weapons from the mission at S4 difficulty. Additionally, there would be a 2-player version of the quest available for S4 difficulty called Duet to the Future. They also have the Photonic Forging Lab. The weapon Chaos Meteor could be crafted there, and the board could be purchased at that lab for 5 million Meseta. The Sumikiri Nodachi's board price had been reduced to 5 million Meseta, and the amount of ancient unsealings required to craft it had been increased to 5 from 2. The Kagutsuchi's board had been reduced to 1 million Meseta, and players could now trade their Kotova U for an Inferna U at the lab shop. Players could still obtain a Kotova U from the /U exchange. At Rogue Siblings, the Ryuko board price had been reduced to 1 million Meseta. The Gold W badge exchange, the sub Clementine's Grace had been added for 50 Gold W badges, as well as the sub Satsuma's Curse had been added as well for 50 Gold W badges. So those are the names of the 2 servers on Clementine. So just a little poke at the servers there.
So they are custom content.
Correct. And then for costume updates, players can purchase the Humar CV clothing from the Guardians Colony 3rd floor outfit shop, and Humar CV textures done by community member Kilroy. And a new outfit vendor could be found in the R&D department store, accessed from the 5th floor elevator. And this outfit vendor would be selling illegally obtained outfits, and I'm not going to go through the whole list here, you can read it for yourself, but it is quite the list there. Along with a number of parts and color variants for casts. And then for missions, they fixed Bladed Legacy, only having 1 map variant. For bug fixes, they corrected the Rob Bangles weapon model. They corrected Benedict's visual effect to follow the weapon's photon color. They corrected YG01U's bugs drop to be the correct Emperor Axion cross. They corrected the Special Ops Vobus's drop to Shooting Drive, corrected Dilla Grina's drop to Dilla's Whip, and they corrected the /U RCSM exchange for real this time. If you had the incorrect /U RCSM, it has been fixed. And they corrected the cursed oh my goodness, I can't even read that one. Mistiltine A ranks board to give you cursed Mistiltine A rank. A dressing room can now be accessed inside of Limitless through the side doors, and then there's so many balance changes, they list them all in a completely separate page here, which is just an entire 8 pages, which I'm not going to go into here. You can read through them if you're interested. It is They obviously made a ton of changes here this time with this patch. Oh my goodness. But on top of all of that, so also after the fact, Bob on the Discord, on the 22nd stated that they have 4 days left to the event, and made a reminder to grab the manufacturer token from the Visiphone before the event ends. The manufacturer exchange will stay around for a bit longer than the mission. And then for the next event, there's going to be a new GAM mission, World of Illusion /R. Players will be required to be level 180 to challenge the mission. In that mission, you're going to fight through 10 blocks of level 200 enemies to earn amp crystals and spheres. Players will even be able to activate a challenge mode at the start to earn an additional amp sphere for clearing the mission. And then there's going to be new special missions, Wicked Invasion and Converging Roads, which will be returning as permanent special missions at the 5th floor's counter with updated loot pools. And then there's going to be an AMP shop update, where the AMP shop will be receiving all new items, which I'm not going to be reading through the entire list. The link is available in their Discord if you want to read through the list. And then there was another update, where first, let me pull this out a little bit here. First, Gnome came in and said that because there had been downtime, they had applied an additional 50% experience and MP bonus to the event, and then, in addition, because of a scheduling mishap, basically the event had been extended to basically today. So if you still have not had a chance to participate in the Valentine's event, you're still able to get a little bit more time in until it ends sometime today. So if you haven't had a chance, get in there and at least make sure you grab what is waiting for you in your room, so you can grab your weapon at the very least from this event, and then take advantage if you need to level up and such. So yeah, that's what we got. What we've got from Clementine, and then from Affinia. Back on February 5th, the HBR was rotated to Scarlet Realm number 2, Endless Nightmare number 4, Phantasma World number 2, the East Tower, and Sweep Up Operation number 9. In addition, Lost Demon's Railgun has a small change that fixed some broken waves and added a handful of enemies. The wiki page was already updated to reflect those changes, and they also noted that the Valentine's event would be activated in a few days after that. And then on February 8th, the Valentine's event was activated. It was a 2-week event where you gained additional rare drop rate for playing in a party with more players. The daily forecast bonuses also applied to everyone in the party. The St. Valentine's quest from Sega was up on Fodra, Aldront, and Lumarest. That quest could be found in the Episode 1's event category in one-person mode only. And that event ran until the 21st. And then on Saturday, there was a maintenance that had completed with a new version of Affinia.dll available. In that, the Bringer Rifle skin with the Heart of Ryanov 303 SNR was fixed to visually behave like the skin. They also fixed a bug caused by the Random Spawns patch in December. This bug affected a few rooms in Episode 1 Challenge Mode. This issue was in optional side rooms that were typically not cleared in a playthrough, except the second room of Episode 1 Challenge 7's third area. These patches are now disabled if the game is in this episode and mode, but the patches remain active throughout the rest of the game for the Anomalous Ordeals quest series and future quests. And then the ships were updated with some back-end changes. Alright. So that's what we've got for today, or at least that's what I've got. Was there anything else that you had here today, Brooks?
Unfortunately not. There was one thing, but better not talk about it.
Yeah, I agree on that as well. There was definitely something else that came out, but definitely it's not a topic that we're going to be talking about, given the nature of what it is. But, yeah, it's, yeah, Sega has definitely made a statement, and it is something that we are not going to be talking about on this show or anywhere on this channel here. But yeah, with all that said then, that's going to bring us to the end of this episode. On behalf of Brooks and myself, thank you for joining us today. Day has dawned. Have a great day, everyone.